The last roundup, last roundup, last roundup.
Welcome to the Last Roundup Horror Show. I am Frank. This is Jason. And we are back, finally. We kind of missed February.
We did?
We were supposed to release this in February, but man, I was having a hard time getting the movies watched. And, you know, Black History Month. A lot of stuff happened, you know? A lot of stuff was going on.
Yeah, I was busy.
Yeah, but... let's get into these movies. Let's start with Puppet Master 4 from 1993. Also titled Puppet Master 4: The Demon. This movie and Part 5 were supposed to be one movie. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I discovered that,
Yeah. Summary for this film: a young scientist and his friends, upon being attacked by demons, are protected by a gang of animated puppets. Directed by Jeff Burr, who did Stepfather 2 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 and Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, Puppet Master 5, Night of the Scarecrow, Puppet Master Blitzkrieg Massacre.
A lot of stuff. We could get some good stuff.
Yeah, and then written by Todd Henschel, Stephen E. Carr, Joe Duffy, Douglas Arniaskowski, and Keith Payson. They all worked on on Puppet Master 5 also. So, yeah, like I said. Anyways.
Tagline: when bad puppets turn good. Wasn't that another one? Like, wasn't we talking about that?
I think that was what they said at the end of the last movie.
Oh.
Next time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. At the end of the credits.
Yeah.
It said stay tuned or what. Anyway. Distributed by Full Moon and Paramount, and this has various releases on DVD.
Yeah, like I said,
none of them are good.
The parts 4 and 5 were supposed to be one theatrical movie called Puppet Master the Movie. And it was supposed to be directed by Charles Band. Evidently, that didn't happen. I don't like the demon in this movie. They bring into this whole other lore I don't like. The demon has weird nipples too. That's a thing. Did you see? Did you see those cross-eyed motherfuckers?
Nipples.
Look up I'll throw a picture up.
Nipples?
They're like real close together, but they're big, poochy, you know, quarter-sized nipples. I don't like that, but I do like the new shitty sci-fi elements they've decided to add to the series for some reason. Lasers. This guy's a scientist, but really he's just playing laser tag with different robots. I like all the shitty 90s computer technology that's not right. There's nothing right about whatever they're doing here.
Those keyboards, those big ass keyboards that made that, they make you know that sound.
Yeah.
I can hear Miss Davis up there pounding away on this thing.
I thought the stop motion in this movie looked great. Like, they've really figured that out as far as this franchise goes. A lot of really good looking movement, and I don't think you can do it better. It's like probably the best you can do it without adding CGI to it.
I like the way it looks.
I'm generally on board with whatever happens in these movies, so as long as I get these puppets going, I'm pretty happy. I'll accept whatever horse shit they try to feed me. Except for this, they decided to bring a sidekick into this movie. They got away from it, and now they brought one back. And they're always fucking annoying. I don't know why they have to have that shit. They find a board game, and this guy's like, looks like a Ouija board. It looks like it was made by Milton Bradley or something. It looks like it came out of a fucking Toys R Us.
Looks like Monopoly. Not a Ouija board.
Yeah, the puppets look awesome in this movie. I love them. There is too much laser tag. That happens a lot and over large periods of time. I don't know what they revive to fight these demons. They revive this puppet they call Decapitron, who occasionally will swap heads with fucking what's his name? Toulon. And you'll see, and that's funny, man, when they have his little head just on that little tiny body. That's funny shit. I don't know why Decapitron requires an electrical charge to be activated. Why isn't he just like a regular puppet like all the other ones? That didn't make sense to me. I was really, really pissed off that this movie did not at all talk about what happened last on the current Puppet Master timeline we were following. Was a crazy, weird puppet lady. Because 3 went back in time.
Well, one of them, I think, disregards another one, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Except one of them, 1 through 3, one of them has nothing like it.
Well, 3 was like a prequel. It was like back in time. And if you remember right, the last thing we saw at the end of part 2 was that lady who had a she was a puppet lady.
Yeah.
And she had the puppets with her. Why the fuck didn't they start from there? That's where they should have came from.
She should have been that thing down in the beginning, whatever the...
Oh, yeah.
The big wooden...
Yeah.
Thing. They should have had her down there running shit.
Just weird choices. That the new lore is stupid as hell with all this demon shit. Fuck that. It was fine how it was with Toulon creating some sort of serum magic. I was fine with that. Now we're bringing demons into it. It's kind of dumb, but I gave this a 5
Still
out of...
the serum.
I give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, there's just parts I didn't like.
Yeah.
5, it's a 5.
Yes. So 4 and 5. Apparently, this sets up 5. I can't remember any of them now.
No.
Like past 3, I can't remember.
Rewatching these is really an experience. For me.
So I guess we'll see. I'm guessing you're picking 5.
Well, when we get back to it next episode, we'll be doing those 2 films that were submitted.
Oh, we are?
I thought so. Unless you don't want to.
We talked about it, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, there's not a lot of kills in this. I'm not real sure if there's really any, or ever really a whole bunch in the first 3. But
yeah,
the best kill is Tunneler drilling through one of those puppets.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
whatever they are.
Which is the puppet on puppet action. This is our first time seeing this.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Those things got a little annoying. And like a couple of the fight scenes are like him and Blade. Yeah. That one and Blade, like they just sit there and do this for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Like the Blade has a knife and a hook. You can't get something in this anyway.
Yeah, I thought that those little demon things
and they make the same. They make the same noise like over and over and over like this. Like
those little demon things seemed so easy to like. I don't know why they were able to kill anybody because it seems like I'll grab that thing and just fucking bash it on a desk.
Really just scratched you to death.
Yeah,
like
I mean, sure you'd get scratched up, but if a cat's scratching me, I'm gonna fucking, you know, it'd be easy to kill a cat, and that's basically what they were, is cats.
Yeah, and the puppets are like the puppets are the good guys. So, I mean, not that I'm ever rooting against them, but like you know what I mean. Like you're wanting them to kick these little minions or whatever. What do they call them?
I don't know. I didn't quite understand.
Anyway, so yeah, and then they introduce Decapitron.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's going to be in the rest of them.
You know what? I don't think so.
No, they're just this one, huh?
Well, this one and the next one maybe. Okay. But I don't think
these timelines. I don't.
It's full moon. You gotta just go with it. I think.
My biggest issue of this movie is like the 20 to 30 minutes of laser tag.
Yeah.
Like that went on forever. And it would come back, it would go away and it would come back and he'd do it for like 5 more minutes.
The thing that bothered me the most about it is that they kept referring to this kid like he was a serious scientist, and they were like, at one point he's like, oh my god, like whatever, this human soul or whatever, he's like, this is what I've been working on. No, you fucking haven't. You have been playing laser tag.
Yeah, you don't have no serum.
And why are the puppets so good at laser tag? That's not how they kill people. You know?
I don't know. And
Pinhead's one of them.
What's the torch dude?
Blaze? I don't know.
Anyway, he's on the cover, but not in the movie. Mm-hmm. Full Moon is becoming to me what I think Trauma is to you.
Oh yeah,
like it's the.
I feel the same way.
Like
about
it's
both of them,
as low as you want to really go, and there's still something about them. I like Full Moon Pictures.
They're not. They don't take it quite past the edge. Like Troma will do stupid ass shit.
Well,
but Full Moon keeps it within the realm. I mean, I guess they do too, because goddamn, they got those fucking Ginger Dead Man movies and shit. So it goes wild. But
that's like as low as I want to go. Like that's my comfort zone to where I can
you feel safe in that territory.
Like that's as low as I want to go. But yeah, I'm with you. I gave this one a 5 as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get through this series eventually, but it's just
Littlest Right though. Come on,
you can't. I have not seen one that's better than that.
I don't think it gets enough credit. I need to go back and watch it.
I'm gonna buy that one for sure. I will own that. Let's take a trip to 1988 for Edge of the Axe. Summary for this film: an axe murderer terrorizes a small Northern California mountain community while 2 young computer-obsessed adults attempt to solve the killings. Directed by Jose Ramon Larraz. I can't say it. Larraz. I don't know. Written by several people with even more challenging names. I'm not even going to try that. I didn't even write them down. I looked at them. I tried to say them several times. Yeah. It's on IMDb.
Yeah,
look it up.
Care.
You can look it up. But what do you have? Any information?
Tagline: there is nothing silent about nights in Paddock County. Distributed by MCEG Home Video and out on Blu-ray through Arrow just last year. What'd you think of that Blu-ray? What'd you think of the transfer?
It's very good. It's very clean, nice.
I love Arrow. They do such a good job.
Yeah, the packaging's great. I haven't seen a bad release. I'm sure that I've seen movies that I don't even think I like come out from them, and I'm like, that looks nice.
I mean, it's almost like you can bank on it, but I think just about anything they put out has something to it that just
they've almost tricked me into buying movies that I don't think I like. But you got to be careful.
It's presentation. They present it a piece of shit. They present it well.
Yeah, this movie is. I like how weird it is. It seems so weird to me, and I think it's because it seems foreign, and it is foreign, kind of. It's like half and half. They shot half of it in California. They shot half of it in Spain. That will make They've created a weird world there. There are some Spanish actors that I believe were dubbed, so that. They're definitely the blonde dude with the mustache whose wife gets killed, and they have the hogs. I can't remember his name. He's definitely dubbed, and I was laughing my ass off. But whoever made the props for this movie did a great job. Overall, I could not find this man's name or woman's name. There was a makeup artist listed on IMDb, but nothing about the props department at all. And there's like a severed head. There's a pig head, there's a hanging body. They're all really detailed, really cool shit. There's a part in this movie, and I love this, whenever any TV show or movie, somebody will go into a bar and they will just order, they'll say, give me a beer. This guy says, give me 2 beers. Now, what this woman brings him is 2 cans of fucking Stroh's. If you went into any bar and you said, I'll have a beer, and they brought you a Stroh's, what would you do? Because I think that I would fucking leave. Like, is this what you're going to give me? What, like, beer to me, generic beer would be a Budweiser or something like that. A Coors, something like that. Yeah, great.
Michelob.
Yeah, Michelob. Don't give me an Ultra, though. That's for ladies. There's great bullshit 80s computer science. This shit was never a thing, right? They're like, it's like early text messaging or something, or what is it?
I never got a computer that early.
This shit is like, she just types in whatever she wants. It's like the internet, but not. It's like a genie.
It's like instant messaging before instant messaging.
But she can type something into it, like a question.
Oh, yeah.
And it just brings back an answer. Like, I don't know. It's like, what's that shit, Siri or Alexa, you know? But the early version. Yeah. At one point, I saw a bum drinking Jim Beam. That doesn't happen. I just want to say that straight out. Bums don't drink Jim Beam. They don't have money for that. That's like $21 a bottle. What are you talking about? It was a liter, too, so... there's a lot of cool stuff to look at. throughout this movie, it's like a time capsule of 1988. I think I enjoyed the non-slasher scenes a little bit more than the actual murders and stuff, because it's like you see all this shit in the background. You're like, is that fucking? And I think the product placement must have been wild on this, because there was sun-kissed everywhere.
Yeah,
there was sun-kissed in places that.
There was something I was going to ask you if you caught, but I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Is it just me? I thought that this movie seemed like it was structured very similarly to Pieces. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they kept going from person to person, trying to make you think that anybody could have been this killer or whatever.
Oh yeah, a lot of red herrings in this, for sure.
It was ridiculous. Like, down to where they would play a song or something, which the soundtrack is fucking bonkers. I want to have it, but it's like one of those. That's another thing that makes it so fucking weird is this music that they play. They're like these generic pop songs they'll throw in there. A lot of weird shit. There's a great scene where a lady's reaching blindly for some shotgun shells in a closet, and her fucking fingers get chopped off. That shit's awesome. It looks great. It's the highlight of the film for me, I think. Yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of product placement. I wrote down a few: Sunkist, Coca-Cola, Absolute, Jim Beam, Chips Ahoy. There's all kinds of shit in the background, and everything's pointed so you can read it. That was what caught my eye. Overall, it's a fun movie. A few rather slow moments involving a weird text message thing they were doing back and forth. The love story falls flat. I don't know. I gave it an 8 out of 10. There's enough here to recommend this to anybody, no matter what kind of horror you like. So,
I agree. But this, going back to the director, this Jose Ramon Larraz, whatever. It's a Spanish director. But if you go to, did you look at his other stuff?
Yeah, I did.
Check it out.
Really recognize anything?
No, I didn't recognize anything either. But like all of those movies that he directed have amazing posters, and they look like every one of them I want to watch now.
Oh, really?
Because I enjoyed this, and the posters.
Yeah,
that's the thing that grabs
I almost went down the rabbit hole because I saw there was a lot of Spanish titles, but then there was a lot of English titles.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe this dude is like a huge director that I don't know about, but
we've been missing out on it.
All of his movie posters. They nailed them, because I'm telling you, go look again.
Yeah.
Tagline: there's nothing. Wait a minute. What? We already did this. You gave it a 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 80s slasher, which is by far my favorite genre. That's my thing. White Mask Killer. Not the most original idea, but it's almost like comfort food to me. Like, I didn't mind it. Like, it felt familiar to me. Like, the
kills were done well, and
the kills are brutal. You don't get to see a ton of axe kills anyway,
right?
But I think there's maybe one or two that kind of you could tell kind of looks kind of. But there are some really good, brutal kills with an axe. This is the first time I watched this. This slipped by me somehow. Just when you think you've seen all the good slashers, this was only previously on VHS. So, what a great way for our first viewing of this movie!
Yeah.
Like, the director's never gonna know that we just watched this movie. But how cool is it to be? Almost 40 years later, two dudes are discovering his.
Yeah, I mean, is this dude even still alive?
I have no idea. Anyway, it's well done. It's well made. It's shot well. It has atmosphere. The music, the acting, the characters, they're all good. All great for a slasher. I already said the kills are great. Keeps you guessing. Lots of red herrings. Who done it? It's
the twist got me. Actually, the twist at the end, it fucking got me. I thought I had it down. I even said to my wife, I'll fucking eat my hat. And I did. See, I don't have one today.
Good fun slasher. It's under the radar. At least in our neck of the woods. Yeah. I've never heard anyone talk.
I never even saw the video cover for it or anything.
No.
Which,
but yeah, I gave it an 8.
So recommend. Throw a stake on that one. Let's move on to Rec 2 from 2009. Summary for this film: in order to ascertain the current situation inside, a supposed medical officer and a GEO team step into the quarantined and ill-fated apartment building. Directed by Jaume Balaguero and Paco Plaza. Written by Jaume Balaguero, Manu Diaz.
I'm only picking Spanish movies.
Paco Plaza and Emilia Mora.
I think you're dead on.
I mean, I'm close. I'm close as I'll ever be. What you got?
Tagline: Fear Revisited. Distributed by Magnolia Pictures. And the latest release, I guess, on Blu-ray is this Scream Factory box set, which I bought. I'm very happy with it.
Well, I don't like these movies.
Oh my god. Well,
I enjoyed this one more than the first one.
At least you had the right audio.
Yeah.
On this
one. This one I did like more than the original. Overall, I hate found footage. I don't know. It gives me a fucking headache. I had to do this in like 2 parts. But they added an interesting dimension to the whatever's the fuck's going on in this situation by having Angela be possessed. I assumed the whole thing was just a virus, is what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
The camera work seemed a little bit better for some reason. I don't know. Did they shoot this back to back to the other one, or?
Oh, I don't know about that.
It seemed like they added some perspective to it that made it have more depth.
I don't think they did.
I don't really have much to say about it, except for it was better than the original. It was nice to not have the bad dub. I wish I had more comments. This is as solid as it's going to get, I think. I thought that was the last one. But I think that as far as found footage, this is probably going to be about as good as you can get. I don't know about English-speaking movies or whatever. There might be something better out there.
There's some good ones out there.
People tell me all the time that the Blair Witch Project's good, but I don't remember it being that good.
The first time you watched it. The first time I watched it.
It was spoiled before I got to watch it. I don't even know what that genuine experience would be like.
What do you mean spoiled?
I'm pretty sure Palmer spoiled it for me while we were watching it.
That's not right.
I don't know. Something took it away. But yeah, I mean, I'll give it a 5. That's as high as I'll give a found footage film, I think. I might be blown away someday. Actually, if we reviewed
have you ever seen Troll Hunter?
I've dabbled with maybe playing that one. I've been hovering over that one before.
Hell House LLC?
I haven't watched that one either.
Yeah, I can direct you to it. Because I never used to be a fan of them either, but now I'm starting to, like, everyone has watched them all, so now I'm starting to figure out which ones are worth watching, which ones stay away from. I'm late to the game, so I know what, it's
a rough genre. I mean, it's probably really hard to choreograph that shit, though. Because not only do you have to choreograph what's happening in the scene, you have to organize where the camera's going to move next, because it's such a whirlwind of action and screaming and yelling and insane bullshit. So,
well, that's what we have here. A Spanish found footage starts right where the first one left off. The first movie was more. It seemed like it was more of an infection zombie movie.
Yeah.
Where this one kind of brings the supernatural side into it, like a supernatural zombie flick. I think they did a great job tying 1 and 2 together. Like you thought maybe they shot it back to back. Like that's a pretty big compliment, I think.
They did a good job. It's
and if you
the only
this
reason
one
I can't give it anything higher than a 5 is because I
what'd
generally
you give the first one?
I believe I gave that a 4.
Okay, so you like this one better. So
I mean, I definitely like whatever I gave the last one. Give this one a point higher. That's where I'm sitting. And like I said, this is as good as I've seen. And maybe Cloverfield. I don't know. I liked Cloverfield. It seemed like. Is
that
Cloverfield
all
good?
found footage, or is that mixed?
Cloverfield?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. We should probably review that.
I watched it once. And have you watched the sequels?
No. Aren't they disconnected?
I don't know. Let's get back. The thing I like the most is it's not just another outbreak. I like the fact that they brought the supernatural side into it. I like that it's a demonic infection, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just another zombie movie, which what kind of feels like what the first one is. I mean, they hint at it a little bit, but still, I think it's paced well. The SWAT team provides action. Like, I don't have very much action in the movies that I'm watching. So every now and then it's nice to watch. I can't remember what other movie we reviewed that had action. I said the same thing.
I think it was Legion.
I think so. Yeah, again, guns, shooting. Sound production, again, same as the first one. Amazing. I thought they did a great job. There's no music. It's just all ambiance. They did a great job, I think. And the visual effects, they look good too. I gave it the same as the first. I gave it both these an 8.
Well, you're really becoming a fan of the found footage.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You're giving them 8s.
Well, this is like you said. This is what the best I've seen.
Most of the time, it seems like I could do it with one of these fucking cameras in my backyard. So, that says a lot for me to give it a 5. Let's see how you felt about the Velocipastor. Let me get a drink here first. Anyways.
Because there's a lot to say about this one.
There's a lot. The Velocipastor, 2018. After losing his parents, a priest travels to China, where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a
He doesn't
dinosaur.
travel to China.
I don't remember that either.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to, but it's not China. That's
No,
for sure.
probably not. At first, horrified by his new power, a hooker convinces him to use it to fight crime and ninjas. Written and directed by Brendan Steer. You have any information?
Yeah,
You can buy it if you want it, but I don't know why you
tagline, Man of the Cloth. Distributed by Wild Eye Releasing, 2019, and put out on DVD through them as well.
Fun production fact, after filming and before developing, they baked the film in an oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit to achieve the aged look, and they also manually achieved the film's scratchy look by dragging it across the bathroom floor in the dark. Now, I didn't notice any of these effects. This is information that I believe they probably submitted themselves to IMDb.
I don't think that's true.
Film? Yeah.
This wasn't on film.
Not at all. It couldn't have been. Impossible. I mean, there is stuff I like about this. I want to set the table with this. There's one point where they use text in place of expensive special effects. That made me laugh. It's just like a guy reacting to a car explosion.
It says car explosion.
I think it says VFX or something.
Yeah.
I'd like Frankie Mermaid. This character, Frankie Mermaid, he calls himself that because he's swimming in bitches. I like that. That's dumb shit. The sense of humor is somewhat similar to Hectic Knife, I thought. Like, that would be a good double feature if you wanted to be annoyed for a night. The dinosaur looks like garbage.
What
Complete garbage.
I can't remember what that said.
You should $4.
Yeah, give us some more.
Oh, what do you say?
I like those guys.
We buy them at the same place.
Hey. Anyway.
But the dinosaur is just like a fucking dinosaur costume you can buy off Etsy or
Like
something.
for Halloween.
Yeah, it looks
I
bad.
have mixed feelings about it.
I think it's on purpose. Of course it is. But I think that's part of what the thing that I like about it is that they balance that with the overly serious love shit between this priest and this hooker. I thought they worked well together. I thought any scene they were in was like deadly. It was too serious, and the acting was as good as they could do. Like that was the best acting in the movie was between them. There's an older priest that has a war flashback that I enjoyed. A woman explodes, and he just has blood all over him. It was pretty enjoyable. There's some creative editing at points, which there's a love montage, love scene montage. I think this is the editor going, please don't judge my work, because he really was chopping and screwing this the way this shit looked. This movie just doesn't go far enough to make it like a Sharknado or something. I was hoping it would be like a Zombievers, which was great and over the top, or what was that heavy metal?
Over the Top.
Oh yeah, Stallone. I like Commando Ninja. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
Or Kung Fury or
Nope.
Turbo Kid or something like that. I was hoping it'd be crazy like that. It's just they didn't have the money to even do anything like that, or the abilities, or the writing. So yeah, I give it a 4 out of 10. If you like shitty, schlocky movies, you won't have a terrible time. But it's not a movie I would ever buy. I would never own this, and I like shitty
You
movies.
can if you want it.
You can buy it. It's out there.
Indie horror comedy. It's hard. It's hard for me to review movies like this because it's not my thing. To me, these movies are a waste of time.
This was a waste.
Like
of time,
I would never, purposely put this in and want to watch it. It's dumb. It's goofy. It's stupid. I mean, that's the point behind all of it. I'm open. I'm open to low budget movies.
This should have been a 15-minute YouTube video.
But you gotta, you gotta give me something. You gotta put some effort.
There was a part where I laughed out loud, and it's where the bad guy, the evil ninja master guy, is laughing, and he has this like really bad actor white guy that's like his sidekick, and he's just like laughing like ha 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 ha.
He has like 4 different kinds of laughs. I recommend watching this movie with someone else. Like I watched this movie with Ann, and we were able to laugh and have a good time with it, even though it's just it's a stupid movie.
And if you can drink, you know.
Oh yeah, that would help too. In the end, I'm sure they accomplished what they wanted to. So
yeah, I
can't fault them for necessarily making a sucky movie, but it is what it is.
They did what they tried to do.
I gave it a 3. Well, but yes, I agree with what you said. If you like this kind of movies, then if you like Hectic Knife,
Hectic Knife, this movie makes Hectic Knife look like it should have won an award or something. Hectic Knife has some really, really good comedy in it. The plot's stupid and the whole idea is stupid, but there's good, funny, hilarious parts.
And going by the poster, the artwork, I thought it was going to be more of a Sharknado movie.
Yeah.
So when this came on, I was like, oh, it's one of these. Like this is backyard.
Yeah, unless you know right off the bat because the first thing you see is that guy's parents explode, and it shows the words instead of the effects.
Yeah, it's good for what it is. I mean,
it's not like I said. If you like shit, you won't have a bad time, but you'll even be like, ugh, that's a one-time watch for me. Anyways, that's our episode, guys. Next time we will maybe have guests. I don't know.
So what movies are we doing?
Well, we were going to do, I can't remember the names of them. Somebody's, what is it, distribution company sent me.
So it's like 2 more of these movies?
No, I sent you the trailers. They're French films.
Did you send it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch them.
I'll send them to you again. We'll get it going. But we may have guests, and they were going to pick the other 2 movies, which I heard might be Cabin Fever and L.O. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever. Subscribe, like, share it. Hit the bell. Smash the like button. Ring that bell. Thank you.